What's going on, guys? So today it's probably gonna be a love-hate video for you because you're either here because you got a suspension on your Seller Central account for being related to another account, or you just want to prepare for the worst and make sure that you don't make the same mistake that I've personally made before and others have made before. Okay, so either way, if you're looking to get your account unsuspended for being related to another, trying to dig into this, figure out which bucket you fit into, which we'll get into that. This is the video for you. If you want to prevent this issue from happening, which I highly suggest you do, then this is also the video for you. So if your account's suspended for being related to another account, not gonna lie to you, this sucks. This is a very painful process, but I've been there with you. I went through this myself not too long ago, and I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I did to get this fixed up so you can get your account back and running. I also will tell you exactly why these things happen. What are all the scenarios with it? Because there's many different unique scenarios that you could fall into with this one unique suspension. Again, this helps you kind of figure out like, what do I need to do to fix this? And give you that knowledge so you can prevent this in the future, or if this hasn't happened to you yet, obviously prevent this from happening to you in the future, because again, it's no fun. It sucks. If you don't know who I am, my name is Cameron James. My first year on Amazon, I sold $1.3 million in products, private label products. And ever since, I've been selling full-time on Amazon. That's enough about me, though. Let's just get right into this. Okay, so the first thing we have to talk about and address is like, what is the suspension? What's going on? Everything like that. So up on my screen here, I have an example of one of these suspension or performance notifications that you would be seeing if you're in this scenario. This is important. We'll be referencing this a lot throughout the video to make sure that we know exactly, we have different options here, how we reactivate an account. So we have to figure out what bucket we're in to figure out, what our solution is essentially. So I'm going to walk you through what this means, how this happens, figure out what bucket you guys are in based on going through every step from this is, and then go ahead and give you the solution for each option to go ahead and get this fixed up. We see this as a Canadian account. This works exactly the same for a US account, Canadian account, UK account. This is just the example I had. So the first thing they say here is, your Amazon.ca seller account has been deactivated in accordance with Section 3 of Amazon's Business Solutions Agreements. Your listings have been disabled. Funds will not be transferred to you, but you'll be held to account while we work to address this issue. Of course, such suspensions, they hold your funds. So, the faster we figure this out, the better. This may take up to 90 days, but funds may be held longer. Please ship any open orders. Why is this happening? You have a separate account. It's going to have your abbreviation. It's probably blurred out on my side. So it's going to give you the first three letters and the last three letters of the account that you have the suspension with. Again, we're going to go over this, but this is important. Again, this is kind of going over the first steps of the verbiage we're looking for in the suspension, okay? So your separate account, whatever yours is, which was enforced for violating one of our policies. As a result, you may no longer use the current account that just got suspended to sell on Amazon.com or .ca here. So how do we reactivate it? Okay. So first I want to talk about this. What is actually going on with this suspension and everything like that? So what happens is Amazon comes in and says, through a connection of some sort, which I'll talk about the kind of connections they have tagged an account with the current account that just got suspended. Okay, so there's literally two accounts in this scenario. Sometimes there's more. If it's more complicated, there's more. We'll talk about that a little bit later too. But what happens here is the one account gets suspended, the one that you're probably not using, the one maybe you made in duplicate, the one you maybe not know anything about at all gets suspended, and then this other account, the one that you're using, that you're trying to solve right now, gets suspended because it's related to that account, okay? The only reason this account got suspended right here, the one that you're using and the one you're trying to fix, is because this other account that's related to it got suspended, okay? And so the way Amazon tags these two people together, or yourself, these two accounts, is either by related to information. So it could be phone number, it could be same name, could be credit card information, and then furthermore, it could be IP addresses. So if you've logged in on the same Wi-Fi or the same computer with these two accounts, then they're tagged together, they're related, okay? That doesn't mean, just because you have related accounts doesn't mean they'll get suspended and taken down. It's only when it's related and has suspension on it, or if it's not active, the other one gets taken down, okay? So they're both in good standing, which you can have more than one account, which, gets complicated. You have to figure out the right process for that. But if you have more than one account, that's not what you're in trouble for. You're in trouble because one of the accounts is suspended, so anything related to that is going to get suspended too, okay? So I bring this all up again, just stay with me because you need to know bucket you fall into. You need to know how this all works to figure out your solution. So why does Amazon do this? What's the purpose behind it? It's to protect the marketplace, essentially, right? So what they're trying to prevent by doing this is to stop anybody who's selling a bunch of counterfeit products or doing some malicious stuff, the bad eggs of Seller Central, essentially, that are, selling a bunch of counterfeit products, taking the money from it, getting their account suspended, and then creating a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth account, and just keep doing the same thing, collecting money by selling counterfeit products, and then just continuing on and just making new accounts. So what they do is they tag these things related. So if you do one bad thing on one account and then it goes ahead and connects to the rest of the accounts and it's suspended, they're going to take them all down because they're like, oh, that guy's a bad egg. He's doing bad things. We're not going to allow him to have multiple accounts. I know in your situation, you're probably not a bad egg. You probably just made a second account by accident, or you have your husband or your wife or your brother in the same home made an account and they got linked from using the same IP address. Maybe your first account when you did registration didn't really go through, so you just went ahead and made a second one. So those got tied together and one got taken down because it was never completed properly. So there's 100 different scenarios where like them protecting their marketplace hurts the good sellers as long as taking down the bad sellers, right? So it's as simple as that. Even though you think you're in the right, we still have to go through this. We still have to figure this out. I'm going to share my story, how I got through it, obviously. But next, I'm going to tell you kind of take the first steps here of how do we start to fix this? How do we start to get going, get some momentum? Where do we even start, right? Because this is a pretty overwhelming scenario. So the first thing we have to figure out is, what is this separate account that suspended our account that we're using? Okay, so we need to figure out which account is this. Okay, so if you know already which account this is, you have access to this account, fantastic. I'll tell you what to do next. But if you don't have access to this account, you don't know which account this is, obviously they blur out part of it, so it's impossible for you to see the full name. And if you made this years ago and everything like that, or maybe there's an agency that got connected, got on your account and been on some other account, there could be some weird connections there. So the first thing we have to do is figure out, does this account belong to you? And what is this account, and do I have access to it? Okay, so if you can figure that out right away, fantastic. If not, we need to talk to the account health team from Amazon to figure out what account this is. So to get in contact with the account health team, there's a couple ways to do it, but the easiest way to do it is to use this URL right here. I've highlighted my screen, I'll zoom in on it. I'll pause the video and take it down if you need to. If you remind me later in the comments, I'll give it to you there, but just give me a reminder down in the comments to do so. But what you're gonna do is you're going to start this in a new tab, first of all. Second, make sure you sign into your account because you're going to need access to this, and then put your phone number in there and they'll call you back. Okay, so the information you're looking for again is the suspended related account that got your account suspended. So we need to figure that out. Okay, so that's the first step to this process. Say you do figure it out and you do get the account name that's related to yours and suspended, and you don't know whose it is. This is the hardest scenario. Again, we'll tag this in the last bucket once we get to that point. But I'm going to assume that everybody after this step has gone ahead and figured out what their related account is that got suspended, that got your account suspended, okay? So hopefully you're following along here. If you have any questions throughout this thing, again, comments down below. This is not a simple thing to figure out. This is kind of complex. So if you got to rewatch this thing a couple times, fantastic. Bookmark this, go back to it, everything like that. But for now, let's keep going on. Okay, so going back to our suspension notice here, we're gonna start with the first scenario. Okay, so this is the best scenario. This is the easiest scenario. I'm praying that this is where you fall into. So you figured out what account this is. Say it's your brother's account in your home. You set one up, and then you set one up, and they got related because the IP address and his is shut down. Even if he's not using it, what you need to do is get that account back online. Okay, so whether it's your brother's, it's yours from the past, your grandmother's who's selling Afghans, whatever it is, you need to get access to that account and you need to get it reactivated, so unsuspended. So essentially you need to go to that account, see what you're suspended for, and maybe it's just a utility bill that needs to be uploaded or whatever it needs to be. You need to get this account fixed. Once you do that, this account will go right back online, okay? And that's the quickest, that's the easiest way possible to get past this part. And we can see here, again, just like I was saying, once you've successfully reactivated that account, please submit an appeal to reactivate the current account by using the link right here, okay? So essentially, once you get that account that's related and suspended back up, this one you can quickly appeal, get this one back up and running, okay? Let's keep going down here. So option number two, what if we don't own the account that you figured out was related to the account that got you shut down? I even get mixed up saying the different accounts, but essentially the bad account that got your good account suspended. Okay, we'll put it in that terms. That way it makes more sense moving forward. So if you believe you do not own this other account, so say you don't own this account, you don't know what this account is, this is a little trickier of a situation because you essentially have to prove to Amazon that you have nothing to do with that account. And it's like, how do you prove you have nothing to do with something, right? When you have nothing to do with it, what documentation do you have to prove that you have nothing to do with it? So this one's trickier, but this could be a situation where you're in. So one, if you once own the account or rights owner but no longer own it, no longer have the rights, please submit an appeal following here. Okay, supporting documentation may, so I'm right here now. Supporting documentation may include, whoops, can't use a computer. Oh my goodness, come on, there we go. Supporting documentation may include sales deeds, purchase agreement, or business transfer agreement, contract termination, etc. Okay, essentially what it's saying here is if you sold this account, right, this will be where you don't own the account at all, right? So there's two different scenarios, I should say. If you don't own the account, you sold it in the past, obviously that's the scenario right there. So you need to let them know, give them a contract, give them a purchase agreement, give them some documentation that someone else bought the account or owns the account. Okay, you can't just make up a fake document that says you transfer this account to someone else. This does not work. I've personally tried that myself. It doesn't work. You need a very legit document that's been notarized to make this one work. So keep that in mind. If you did, actually sell this account, then you need to have that documentation to prove that. Two is what I was really kind of talking about. This is probably be for most people. If you do not recognize the above account and believe this deactivation was an error, please submit an appeal following this link. If we cannot substantiate the claim, your account will not be reinstated and this account will not be allowed to do business on Amazon. Okay, so this is the harder one. Again, proving that you have nothing to do with it when because you have nothing to do with it. But again, if that's the case, go ahead and try to prove your case and try to figure out what you can give them, what evidence you can supply them that proves that you do not own this account. Again, it's so tricky. Like how, yeah, but you got to give it a shot if you're in this boat because there might not be another option. Again, I'll keep going down. There's more options. I'll tell again, I haven't got into like what I did exactly to fix this account. Again, I just need to figure out what bucket you're in. That way you know exactly what to do, okay? Well, let's recap the three buckets here, because I know it's not always so straightforward. So one, you know what the account is. It's your brother's, your grandma's, yours. Go reactivate it, get yours back online. Two, you actually sold the company or you sold the Amazon account. You need documentation, appeal it in that regards. Again, don't just go fake a transfer document. Again, I did this, okay? Three, and then go ahead. If you don't know anything about the account that's related to you, again, this one's the most trickier situation. This one will definitely require a plan of action from a lawyer who knows what they're talking about and understands Amazon's system. Okay, so going back to my story of what happened here. So I had this happen for me, probably was at the end of 2020, beginning of 2021. So it was a little bit ago. And what had happened was we had client accounts, okay, so accounts where we work on the behalf of brands. And so we have access to their account. And we have our own accounts as well. What happened was we had a very old account get suspended from like 2017. Okay, we didn't realize it was up, it was running. We didn't think anything of it because it's been years. Okay, so that one got taken down, suspended. So it got related to our main account. Okay, the one we have our private label products on, and then it got linked to a client's account. Okay, because we actually worked in the same co-working space, we've used the same IP. I've logged in using their main login, which you should never do. I never do. Always become a user on another account. Never get into the main login because then Amazon will track that IP address and connect the accounts. And so everybody got shut down. Clients got shut down. They were furious and pee off for sure, which I understand. And our account got shut down. So there's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars at stake here. I went through the same process. I knew what account. I finally figured out what account was getting us suspended. What I did is I tried to get it back up. I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure out how to get the first account back up. And then, so after like, this is between like 3 to 4 months. Okay. So just again, dollars just flying out. very upset clients yelling at me. And so what happened is I tried the second option. So this is where I had them fake fire me and tell Amazon that I had nothing to do with their account anymore. I have nothing to do with that. They made that up. And then that didn't work for their account. They just saw right through that charade. Again, that's why it needs to be notarized. It needs to be legit documentation. And after 3-4 months of this, I had to give in. So I went out and I reached out to a bunch of services. So this whole area is very complex. It essentially takes a full-time staff to figure out how Amazon's ecosystem works, how to get accounts back up. And so I finally found a service that has a team of lawyers, has a team of people who just appeal accounts and work on these things full-time. Okay, they're called Appeal Wizards. I gave them access to this. I hired them to do this. In about 1 week, they got all 3 accounts back up. So it took me 3 to 4 months to get to the point where I realized essentially I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I'd say I have some pretty good Amazon expertise. So if you're in a time crunch, you can't get this figured out, you can try all the things I just laid out, but again, it's not easy. I've been on Amazon for 4 to 5 years now, and I've handled a lot of these scenarios. I could not get it figured out. So if you're in a time crunch, you can't get this thing figured out, it's probably worthwhile just to get it hired out. I'll share you the URL for this company right here. I liked them so much, they figured this thing out so fast to me. I actually reached out to them, reached out to Derek, who leads the charge over there, and we're connected now. We just talk all the time just about account issues, everything like that. If you put in promo code Cameron James here, you get 20% off. Again, I know what it sounds like, that I'm pushing the service on you, everything like that, but I will be using them 10 out of 10 times to do this. I don't have time to worry about account suspensions. And then even if I do know what I'm doing, and if I do have time, it's so complicated. If you don't have someone that can get you the ins and outs of what's going on, it's just not going to work. You're just banging your head against a brick wall. Okay, so it's a free consultation. Again, I'd never pitch anything on this YouTube channel unless I 100% trust the company that I'm shilling here. So go ahead, it's a free consultation. Get it checked out. This could be an option for you. Weigh your options, get 20% off while you're at it. Again, Derek over there is fantastic, and become good friends now. So that's it, guys. I hope that one helped. Again, I'll put all the information down in the description below. If there's anything I'm missing, hit me up in the comments. For sure, let me know if there's anything else that worked for you. Again, this is not a perfect system. There's always ways and better ways to do things. Again, that's where Appeal Wizards would come into play if you want to get it figured out as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'm going to link some other videos for account suspension issues up here on the screen here in a second. These go over things to prevent account suspensions, things you should look out for, utility bills, all that good stuff. This is a very complex field. So if you want to prevent some things from happening, go ahead and check out the playlist where I go over all of that. Otherwise, guys, we'll see you on the next one.